Hello there, this is Marcio and welcome to another episode of Coding with Agents or Culture Coding with Agents. So thank you very much, and these are reflections about what happens as we go through the AI agentic days. Not many things are happening. That's okay because these agents they are to a great extent like us. So and we made them from narratives. And if that's the case, we're like talking about ourselves, I guess. Of course, the implications of the hyper mechanization of the world as we know it now with the agents, but then maybe it's even worse that we invented that before with humans. Something for us to think about, right? But anyway, let me show you a scene, right? A window into a routine, the routine here of this developer. I'm building this video editor today, and check, right? That's a video editor with the whole timeline in there, you see, and in this timeline, the video is there, and I have an option here so I can transcribe, get the whole transcription. Like when I zoom in the timeline, you see like the words in there, right? Like saying thank you, something. Check it out.
Bem, primeiro, muito obrigado por esse momento. Eu agradeço você, sua atenção.
Right, and you can, if I adjust the zoom, I can navigate through the segments of the video, right? Based in the transcriptions, So that's really nice, right? I can just play in there.
Vai ficar convite para você no final desse vídeo.
So, the whole idea there is about clipping, right? Get a video and clip. I know there are tools that does that, and I can spend an hour here today and advanced a lot, like basically reinventing the wheel there. Anyway, so that's one point, that's hoops. That's one point, that's one thing. But now, check it out, right? Because, on the right, I am, organizing the documentation for the next version, and in this next version, I don't want a horizontal timeline, right? I want a vertical timeline with the clips, So I think that UI is better for the mobile, and better for transcript-based editing. Anyway, so that's the thing, right? That's a document for us to change that. But now, after the document, we're organizing here, we have a document, and, I'm like, I can read everything and start from the beginning again, right? But that's like, sometimes it's time consuming, right? I either need to annotate where I am and go linearly, but sometimes we edit the document and then you got to start from the beginning. So, just to alternate the mode of communication, I decided to talk about. So I'm talking with the buddy, okay? All right, so let us review here. The end user will see the roles for the clips as roles, and they will drag the timeline, which is now a vertical timeline. Is that correct?
Almost. The timeline itself still runs horizontally, showing time from left to right. What's vertical are the rows. Each clip gets its own rows stacked vertically. You scroll vertically through rows, and inside each row, you adjust the clip horizontally, trimming starter end. So the vertical is more like a list of clips, and each clip's timeline is still horizontal within its row.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. Can you make I see you're also typing there, right? So can you make like a art in text, using text, like text based art here, explaining like an example with 3 clips with a horizontal line?
I can certainly paint a picture with text. Imagine 3 clips vertically stacked, each row showing its timeline. Clip 1, it's after the clip beginning, and before each represents the clip's time range. This spacer after the bar shows where it sits in the source video. As you scroll down, you see each clip's horizontal timeline in its row, and you drag the edges of that bar to adjust starter end.
And based on what we discussed, right, What about if let's say you draw again, right? An iteration there. You call iteration 2. What about if the user deletes clip 2? Can you show me how it would look like the text output there in this example?
Sure. Let's start with the original. Clip 1, it's if the user deletes clip 2, the continuity is preserved by merging the gap. So afterward, it would look like this. Clip 1, clip 3. Clip 3 shifts up, filling the space where clip 2 was. So the timeline stays seamless.
But then the clip 1 now, you update the beginning and the end, or the end of the clip 1 and 3. Can you show as an example like a JSON structure of what would happen?
Absolutely. Let's say the original JSON structure was something like this. Before deletion, clip 1, start at 0, end at 10. Clip 2, start at 15. Clip 3, start at 15, end at 30. After deleting clip 2, the boundary is healed. Clip 1's end and clip 3's start join at the same point. After deletion, clip 1 start at 0, end at 15. Clip 3 start at 15, end at 30. So clip 1 and clip 3 now directly connect, with no gap in between.
That's beautiful. And we captured all that. Do you think I wonder if we have captured all that in that memo that I gave to you?
Yes, you captured it well. Your memo already covers that when you delete a clip, the neighboring boundaries adjust to preserve continuity. So the logic for merging those clip boundaries is in there. If you just keep that consistent in the final implementation, you're all set.
What about the idea of the mute? We captured that as well?
Yes, you did capture that as well. In your memo, you specified that each clip can have a muted state, and muting a clip is just a visual and logical change, keeping the clip in place but skipping it during playback. You even noted that muted clips should have a different visual treatment. So that concept is fully covered.
Oh, my friend, I think I'm gonna go ahead with the code.
That sounds great. You've got a clear plan, and it seems you're ready to move forward. If you hit any snags or want to brainstorm refinements down the road...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, all right. So now, okay. So now, this is using WhisperFlow, Jarvis mode. WhisperFlow. So now, okay, my friend, go ahead and implement for me this memo. It seems really interesting, and you don't have to run, test, build something. After you implement, make notes about the changes that you made, and don't worry, I will review for you. And this, by the way, this is a process to think through. Reasoning is high. I repeat, reasoning is high. Okay. Now we have to think. I'll pause so that you don't have to wait there. All right, so okay, and now that's what we have so far with the horizontal clips, and I can play.
Bem, primeiro, muito obrigado por esse momento. Eu agradeço você, sua atenção. Aqui quem fala é Márcio, eu sou o CEO da plataforma Weplex. Nós oferecemos serviço de assessoria e marketing para profissionais, psicólogos.
I could drag still here, not yet. But I see something interesting that, let's see, delete clip, muted. Yeah, see? This is the muted clip now. Interesting.